It's on.
State of New California. Notice to all Californians. Grievance 19, May 29th, 2018. New California is a state in development exercising its constitutional right to form from the state of California. The process to form New California is authorized and codified in Article 3, Sections 3 and 4 of the United States Constitution. Article 4, Section 3, United States Constitution states, new states may be admitted by the Congress of this Union, but no new states shall be formed or erected within the jurisdiction of any other state, nor any state be formed by the jurisdiction of two or more states, or parts of states, without the consent of the legislatures of the states concerned, as well as of the Congress. Statement of intent. The citizens of New California have decided to remedy the abuse of power by the government of California by exercising their right to form a new state provided in United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 3 and 4. We are determined to live under a state government in the United States of America and under the Constitution of the United States. New California Declaration of Independence of January 15, 2018 states, whenever any form of government becomes destructive, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government. When a long train of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's power without legal authority and pursuing invariably the same object that clearly demonstrates a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. So it is the history of the past and present governor and government of California who have a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of a tyranny over the counties of New California and the state of California. Whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to seek a constitutional remedy or to the abuse of powers. First Amendment of the United States Constitution states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Therefore, the counties of New California bring forward 40 grievances against the government of California to be announced in public on Tuesdays at 11 o'clock a.m. each week for 40 weeks.
State of New California, Grievance 19. Statement of facts. The people of California are suffering from a tyrannical communist state government which fails to provide a Republican form of governance, enables and supports across its southern border the invasion of the United States of America by illegal foreign nationals, and protects vicious criminals who commit outrageous acts of violence upon the citizens of America. All caused by a government of and for a mono-party system led by a tyrannical dictator. Declaration of Grievance. The United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 4 states in part, the United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a Republican form of government, and shall protect each of them against invasion, and on an application of the legislature or of executive, when the legislature cannot be convened against domestic violence. Failure of the government of California to provide a Republican form of government. The communist California Cadillo governor and communist mono-party system work side by side with communist local election officials, have created a statewide fraudulent election system in which a one-party system will be guaranteed to control the state legislature, the state executive, Cadillo, the judicial system, and members of the United States Congress, thus destroying the sovereignty of California. The corrupt mono-party system and communist elites devise a scheme to alter the representative voting districts of both the state and U.S. congressional districts, sharing in 2008 communist elites sponsored and financed Proposition 11 to alter the state voting districts for the Assembly and Senate. In 2010, the same players sponsored Proposition 20, which applied voter redistricting to United States congressional seats. The end result was the formation in 2010 of the California Citizens Redistricting Commission. The commission was designed to be nonpartisan, yet the result of the commission's actions have only been to ensure a totalitarian, communist, monoparty system be implemented. Several of the commission members have strong ties to radical communist parties, affiliates, including those who espouse the violent overthrow of the United States and California government. Open, quote, public meetings of the California Citizens Redistricting Commission are conducted in Mexico in direct violation of the United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 4, Article 5, Clause 2, and the California State Constitution, Bagley-Keene Open Meeting Act, which states, quote, the people of this state do not yield their sovereignty to the agencies that serve them. The people in delegating authority do not give their public servants the right to decide what is good for the people to know and what is not good for them to know. The people insist on remaining informed so that they may retain control over the instruments they have created. When combined with Proposition 140 from 1990 and Proposition 14 from 2010, the communist Cadillo state governor and the monoparty system have created a structure of voter suppression that only benefits the tyrants. Combined with rampant voter fraud at the local and state levels, and the communist Cadillo governor and monoparty system have destroyed the last vestiges of a Republican form of government as guaranteed by Article 4, Section 4 of the United States Constitution. Utilizing Marxist-Leninist and Maoist revolutionary tactics, the communist California Cadillo governor, monoparty system, and local government officials support and celebrate these tactics as a means to introduce and subvert all aspects of California government and civil society in an attempt to destroy the California state and break down the sovereignty of the Union of the United States. Acts of secession. Therefore, the California Communist government, in conjunction with the Communist State Executive Cadillo, instituted wherever the current Communist governor has usurped power, has created a reign of terror on the United States living in California, and with the intent to secede from the Union, thus destroy the very Union of States which gives us our liberty and freedom. Abdication of authority. Betrayal by city communist Cadillo governor of California and the monoparty legislature and local elected officials is evidence of abdication of their responsibility of authority and sovereignty over the state of California and of the United States living in California. This concludes this proceedings, but don't stop filming. I want to say one more thing. We have two primary Republican governors running this race. One of them is Travis Allen, and the other one is John Cox. John Cox received a big endorsement from Donald Trump. Travis Allen's got a lot of the state supporting him. Well, let me tell you something. I was reading a little bit about Travis Allen, and he supported, financially donated to Jerry Brown, part of this monoparty system. So where does that leave us if he gets elected? And John Cox, on the other hand, one of my good friends who is a Republican and she's also a blogger, she went with her camera, I don't know exactly what she was wearing, but it's probably something like Make America Great Again or whatever, to the Republican convention and filmed John Cox. He literally did this and then turned around and walked away. He didn't give her the time of day. So what choice do we have for any of those two primaries? I mean, they're the two main Republican front runners right now. And if they're elected, I don't even know what the Democrats are putting forward, but what do we have? We have a guy who financially supported Jerry Brown, and another one who turned his nose up at a potential constituent. She might have been wearing a Travis Allen shirt, but instead of saying to her, hey, what can I do to change your vote or get your vote, he turned his nose up and walked away. So we're still stuck with what? It's time to get our state and pull it away. Thank you.
I finally found you guys. I've tried 3 times.